How do you rate your prospects of winning a fourth title in a row with Manchester United this season?
Well, I mean, we've always got a good chance because we've got a lot of good players, a lot of experience, but I think that we always say at the start of every season it's very difficult to win the Premier League. It's certainly our ambition and aim, it has to be. No one's ever won four. We got to a position, I think, in 2001 where we'd won in 99 and 2000, and we never were able to capitalise on that and get to our fourth to make it unique. So this time, I hope that we can do it, but it will be very difficult and we'll have a lot of great challenges.
How big a challenge will it be for Manchester United to cope with the loss of Cristiano Ronaldo?
Well, obviously a great player, someone who has served the club really well. But I think great players have left his club down the years, and while sometimes you can't replace them like for like, you see other players that step up and contribute in different ways, and also the manager's made new signings, and we always adapt to losing great players. He's not the first great player to leave this club, but certainly in my time and going back through time, there have always been great players, and your time comes to an end. In my time, Robson, Keane, Schmeichel, Cantona have all left, players who have massive influence on the club, and yet we've sort of had to replace them and adapt in different ways.
Who do you see as Manchester United's biggest rivals this season?
Well, obviously I think that the usual ones, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, will always be contenders because of the resource they have in their squad and the quality. And then you look at Aston Villa and Manchester City, who are probably the two teams, possibly along with Tottenham, who could edge into that top four. City have obviously spent a lot of money. Villa have just got a good solid team with a good manager, and Tottenham again have got a good manager and a team that probably did underachieve last season but improved. So they're probably ones that are going to, the champions will come from those, but usually it's from ourselves, Liverpool, Arsenal or Chelsea, and it'd be difficult for anybody to break into that top four, I would think.
Gary, how much will the defeat in Rome and the Champions League final against Barcelona inspire Manchester United to great things this season?
Well, it's certainly knocked us. I mean, you have a great season like we did. We won the Champions League the year before, and then you go into the final with our confidence is really high. We've just won the Championship, we're Carling Cup winners, we've won the World Club Championship, and in the end we didn't perform on the day and we got beat, and it was something that hit us hard and still will continue to hit us hard because that's the way we are at this club. But we have to recover from it. We've had defeats like that before, never easy to take, but we have an opportunity to go and put it right. The great thing is, on the positive side, is that 2 seasons on the trot we've got to a European Cup final, which has not been done before by the club, so we shouldn't underestimate the achievement in getting there, but just disappointment in not winning is obviously something that is difficult to take.
How do you think Michael Owen will go joining Manchester United?
Well, I mean, Michael's obviously been at Newcastle for the last 2 or 3 years, and this is a completely different challenge for Michael, one that I think he'll relish. He's been used to playing at big clubs previously, and I think that he has a great opportunity for him. It came out of nowhere probably for him. He was probably thinking he wasn't going to get an opportunity like this again, but something that now I'm sure he'll relish. I've played with him for a lot of years, since he was 18, and he's got a great mentality, a level of concentration, self-belief in the fact that he'll always score goals, and I don't think that'll change at this club. He'll certainly have more opportunities than he had at his previous club.
Personally, what are your targets for the new season, given that you've had some injury problems over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I've had a couple of years of frustration really. I think that the injury that I got 2 years ago certainly has affected the way in which my last 2 seasons have gone, but hopefully things have improved, and I got, I think, 25 games under my belt last season. I hope to improve upon that this season, and most of all I think contribute to a team that wins trophies. And last season we had a great season, tinged with disappointment at the end, but as long as I think that I can feel I can contribute and the manager feels I can contribute, then that'll be happy, and we have 24 of us that are all hoping to get into that 11.
What's it like to be one of the elder statesmen at Manchester United, having started as a youngster there?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm one of the elder statesmen. There are a few that are older than me, thankfully. Edwin van der Sar, Ryan and Scholes are a little bit older than me, but no, it is good to be still at the club. I mean, if you'd have said to me when I was 19 years of age, or when I first came on this tour, that I would, 19 years ago to Malaysia, whenever it was, 15 years ago, would I still be on the tour? At the age of 34, going on 35, I would have said, I'd snap your hand off if you offered me that opportunity. So I'm still happy to be here and offering experience, and like I say, the most important thing is contributing to a squad that hopefully can win trophies.